I gotta clarify something from a previous video that I said there were no grabs, so I made a mistake. There are definitely grabs in the game. So let me show you one of them already. So you see the grabs are basically working with L1 and R1 and then the directional of your analog stick. But I'm actually here now to say some against the developers who are basically butthurt. Nah, just joking. So I'm actually here to say, listen, stop giving PC players more than us console players. You're shitting on half of your player base, both on Xbox, PlayStation, but you're glorifying your player base on the PC with mods, with maps, with gear, with boards. I mean, come on, man. And another thing, man, 2021 and even beyond 2022, any other gaming company that's planning to make a skateboarding game, make sure to always add online skateboarding. Because what is a skateboarding world with no fucking skaters in it? Except for yourself. That's the most dead-ass game that I have ever played in my life. It feels so empty even though there are buildings and spots to grind and to ride. There are many amazing spots in this, but it makes it for me personally, I'm not saying it for everybody, because everybody has his own opinions. But for me personally, it makes it less enjoyable because I'm not playing with players. I'm not enjoying the skills they have. I'm not seeing their skills. They don't see my skills. We can't compete against each other. How are you making a game in this day and age with no multiplayer, with nothing to do in your game, except for basic empty writing? Because that's what it feels to me, empty writing. You can easily make tournaments. You can easily add contests, street events, freestyle events. You name it, you can put it in the game. But you're focused on shit that shouldn't be focused on. Like I said, man, I give your game 2 to 3 years and it dies. Especially if you don't bring in multiplayer within the next 5 months to 6 months, maximum a year. If you don't bring multiplayer, your game is dying. It's only gonna be for the people who wanna have a die-hard experience in a legit skating game. But you're taking away the experience for the regular player base, and even not the regular, even the less regular player base. You're taking away the experience they might get from playing your game. If I would have been a regular person and I played this game, I would have been sick and tired after the first 2 minutes. I mean, I'm already sick and tired now watching this crap. Trying to play some. And the reason for me is simply for the multiplayer. The lack of tricks and the multiplayer. I'm not talking about the lack of maps, because in my opinion, there shouldn't be maps. It should be an open world where you simply walk out of a building, for example, your house or whatever the case may be, or a room, and you go into the open world, and then bam, there you go. That's the skating world, kind of like in Skate from EA, but then allowing you just to do whatever, you know. And then you, as a company, you look at that. I mean, even invisible walls. Yeah, people might think I'm shitting on the game, but I want this game to flourish, man. I don't want to shit on the game. I want this game to be the best it can be. But to be honest, the way it is today, it isn't the best it can be. It's never gonna be the best it's gonna be, especially if it stays like this. Especially if they keep pushing PC players to have more and more and more than us. I mean, you're shitting on half of your player base, but you're giving the other ones, you know, so many options, so many things like gifts and this and that. even though it might not necessarily be made by your own company, even if it's by modders. I don't care. Give us the systems that you have on PC. Give us multiplayer. It should have been obvious today, right? It should have been obvious. Your game is out, what, 1 year? I've been asking this from the day before it even came out to add multiplayer. And I've been asking this ever since. But every time I looked again, no multiplayer. Then I heard this one guy say again, oh, multiplayer is coming. So I was like, oh yeah, let me buy the game. And then they were like, oh, it's not there yet. It's only for PC. No, man. Let me be 100% honest. The game on the PlayStation 5 version or the PC, PS4, or any other Xbox versions is a beta test. It isn't a full release game with awesome things to do. It is a beta test for $40. That's kicking my face, you know that? Yeah, in the future I'm gonna be more and more careful to buy games, man. I'm not gonna pre-order anymore because when I pre-order shit, you will get shitty games. And then they will come, oh well, we will fix it. We will send fix bugs and we'll send this and repair this and that. It shouldn't be in a game that's been out for, if they've been working on it for 5 to 6 years. It shouldn't be. It should be you pay for it, it's gonna work. It doesn't work, take your money back. I can't even sell this because I buy myself a PlayStation 5, the digital version, so I can't sell the game anymore. The only thing I can do is delete it from my console. That's how serious I am about to kick it from my console because I am having no joy in it. I mean, even if you look at the cover, I'm gonna show you the cover, right? There's no multiplayer, there's only crap. Yeah, like you will fall in real life like that. And in real life, you would simply go through your fucking ankles, break maybe your ankles and your knees, and fall face flat on the floor. You won't jump off like a fucking spring in the air. Anyway, enough bitching. I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm tired. And I'm done with this fucking game.